Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
So namaste, Saram everyone. Today I want to discuss very interesting question, which is about personal and impersonal God or divinity. Well, there are people, many people, who prefer to approach God, supreme divinity, as a person. Okay, when we study Christian Bible, actually we have God as creator, and maybe it's difficult to imagine how God may looks like. Of course, when we enjoy wonderful painting, for example, Renaissance painting in Vatican, God is the old guy, like sage, but again, how he looks like really difficult to grasp. Actually, Vedic and biblical scriptures, they exactly mean that, for the ordinary people to imagine how God can look like, it's just impossible. To visualize, to see God, something impossible. Okay, anyway, in Bible we have God as person, and in Srimad Bhagavatam, Hindu Bible, we have God, the concept of God, as person as well. For Srimad Bhagavatam, the name of the God is Vasudeva, one more Sri Mahavishnu, one more is Narayana. So, but that's person, that's creator, that supreme personality who ruling the world and who actually created the world in the very beginning and all of us. That's not confusion for me, that I hope for you the same, that Bible gives us one list of names like Yahweh, Adonai, etc. And Vedic Hindu scriptures, they give us totally different names like Satchit, Ananda, Narayana, etc. That's okay, because it's like different cultures, different parts of the world, and that's strange to expect that in a different contexts and cultures, names and forms of the Lord can be the same. Of course, they must be different, and they are different for the Bible and Vedic scriptures. But another question is that, we have so many traditions, especially Oriental traditions, like certain branches of Hindu religion, and certain religions like Buddhism, Taoism, Jainism. In all that religions, like Advaita Vedanta philosophy or Buddhist philosophy, they don't have God as a person, as creator. Somehow they describe God as impersonal consciousness, as the universal principle, as certain impersonal force, and they don't want to describe God as somebody with whom we can communicate, speak, worship, because you can't worship to Brahman, you can't worship to Nirvana. That's just impersonal consciousness. And for Vedic philosophy, Advaita philosophy, supreme reality is Brahman, which is impersonal consciousness. You can't speak with him with that, better to say. You can't worship to Brahman. It's like you can't worship to Nirvana. It's just original basic nature of consciousness, but you can't, really communicate. You can contemplate Brahman, you can experience Nirvana, because that's your own true self, or better to say, absence of self, absence of independent existence. So that's very interesting, and this discussion going on for centuries and thousands of years, different philosophical schools, they point these two basic ideas: God as person, and supreme reality as impersonal consciousness. Well, the question is, why so many Westerners now really embrace, enjoy this idea of impersonal Brahman, impersonal absolute? Why it is like really sweet for the people, and why actually more and more people kind of reject personality of God? I think that it's a long story actually, and one reason is because if we speak about God as the person, then immediately we must to understand that this God as the person is some outside force. I mean, somebody somewhere, and we are here. Okay, so duality, some difference, some distance happen. Okay, appear. If we speak about God as absolute, as Brahman, then it's clear that this Brahman, or this absolute consciousness, it's actually essence of everyone, and it means to to move towards Brahman, you have to meditate. That's journey which is within. It's not that you have to go somewhere to certain ashram, etc. And of course, if we take especially Western religious history, we see how many religious communities and religious leaders misuse religion for their own political, greedy agenda, and that's also happened in the name of God. Like God told us to do this, and then we go and destroy somebody, and we prove with the force of our military power that we are better than somebody else. And people misuse for centuries God for their own egoistic, greedy purposes, and that's also for our subconscious mind is the kind of program, unfortunately, that if we speak about personality of the Lord God, then who knows, maybe tomorrow certain prophets may come, or priests may come, or any leaders may come and do something wrong in the name of this personal God. That's also part of the story. We are really tired because of all this. And Indian religious history, it's a little bit better than Western actually, but it's not easy at all, because so many religious leaders in India also misuse the idea of personal God, because if we speak about personal God, then easily somebody may say, I am very close to this supreme personality, and you guys must follow me. So that's tricky kind of things always happen, even here in India, as you can imagine. I'm in India right now. That's the reason why it's more peaceful, blissful, and meditative to say, no, let us reject this idea of supreme personality, and let us just meditate and contemplate true nature of our consciousness, and then just experience this divine consciousness somewhere within our heart. And then no point to say that somebody is special, somebody is not special. Everyone is special, because this absolute consciousness actually is the very foundation, the very true reality of everyone. Of course, in this video, I wish, as sometimes I do, actually to put certain questions, and I don't want to say that okay, come on, I'm going to supply you with ready-made answers or ultimate answers. No answers in this video, only questions. And you can meditate, contemplate yourself, and choose for yourself what is better for you at the moment. Personal God or impersonal absolute, or maybe both. Okay, God bless all of us. Anyway, when we speak about blessing, then we like God, a personal God who's going to bless us. Okay, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam